Okie dokie, we have the principle of rhythm. Everything flows out and in. Everything has its tides. All things rise and all fall. The pendulum swing manifests in everything. The measure of the swing to the right is the measure of the swing to the left. Rhythm compensates. The Kybalion. This principle embodies the truth that in everything there is manifested a measure of motion to and fro, a flow and inflow, a swing backward and a forward, a pendulum-like movement, a tide-like ebb and flow, a high tide and a low tide, between the two poles, which exist in accordance with the principle of polarity described a moment ago. There is always an action and a reaction, an advance and a retreat, a rising and a sinking. This in the affairs of the universe, suns, worlds, men, animals, mind, energy, matter. This law manifests in the creation and destruction of worlds, in the rise and fall of nations, in life of all things, and finally in the mental states of man. And with this latter, that was Hermeticists find the understanding of this principle most important. So Hermeticists, so like the Hermetic teachings and the people that followed it, I guess, were called Hermeticists. So that's why I got a little bit like stuck there. But yeah, that's that one, and stay for if you want to hear my thoughts. So the principle of rhythm is actually funny because this came up, not the actual principle, but the idea of it came up in a conversation I had with my cousin, where we literally said you have to experience super high experiences, you have to hit low, because it's like an ebb and a flow. It's a pendulum swing. So you have to be, when you're in your lowest moment, like you can even see where I retweeted something from B.O.B. with this too. When you're in your lowest moments, your superpowers activate if you are aware of them. But literally when you're in a low vibration, you're going to hit a high one because it's a pendulum swing. So when you maintain this high vibration and really learn yourself and gain more knowledge of yourself, you understand that you don't have to stay in these low feelings for long at all. And that's like the pendulum swing. You really start taking control of the rhythm of how, this creation and destruction works, because it's literally the creation and destruction of yourself, the principle of rhythm. And it was funny that we were really talking about how it just feels like when I get super, super high on the scale, super, super up there, start mastering this shit, start taking control, start manifesting things, start happening instantly, I crash super fucking hard to and it's like, this is proper, this has to happen. So, it's preparing you for your next step so you can even get even higher than the next time. But basically like that, a rising, a sinking. And this also makes me think about another B.O.B. song where he was like, I know when the tide is high, the tide is low. But yeah, that made me think about that. Literally when they explained it as a high tide and a low tide. But, you got to hit, sometimes you have to take just a little bit of L's. And that's where I feel like low key with my ego death, that's what I feel like it was. Because over the past days, I was freaking feeling like I was battling my demons. But yeah, truly the principle of rhythm. Everything flows in and out. And when you become aware of this, I feel like you gain control of it because you're the master. The master, the victim, the architect, the everything. It's all you.